Welcome to Gary's Not So Wild Adventures. Anyway, tonight I know it's been a long time, several months since I've posted anything, but been busy at work, busy with family, and as a result, the channel doesn't always come first. But anyway, um, mm, um, hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah if you do that, whatever. Anyway, okay, coming up on a new year, I was thinking about what I've learned. One thing from each of the last few years that I've learned. Anyway, um, and here's that. And back in 2018, I learned that life isn't always guaranteed. That was a year that I was in a bad wreck, and I'm very, very, very lucky to be here. And I know a lot of people who were or read in the newspapers and whatnot that had a very similar accident as I did, and they weren't so lucky. So God has you here for a reason if you're here. All right. So 2019, I learned that after a little bit, you start feeling pretty good, even if your rehab does suck a little bit. But it time will heal your flesh, and you may not be exactly like you were before, but you'll be good enough to do whatever God has for you. In 2020, we all learned a whole lot. Don't trust people that you don't know, and don't take anything for granted. And I also learned that just because the doctors say you're all better doesn't mean you're all better. And sometimes things have a way of popping open. And that brings me into 21 because that ordeal lasted from 2020 and 21. In 21, I learned that, um, well, y'all know what I learned, that our friends aren't always going to be there. Even if they're the best friend you could have, best friend that God could have given you. Sometimes God calls them home, and that just leaves us. And that sucks. But that's that internal scar. That's the one that's a little bit more difficult to get over. But time will help. I'm not going to say time will heal it all because it won't. But you'll learn the deal. And in 22, I learned that new hobbies are a good thing. And restoring old tools that I've piddled with over the years, ramping that up and doing more than just axes and hammers, but doing putty knives and screwdrivers and whatever is a good thing too. In 23, what I learned, well, you just got to keep on keeping on, whether you want to or not, because you you just got to. And um, sort of like my grandmother passed away a few months ago. God rest her soul. It was time. It was very much expected. Um, um, but going through her things, I got a bunch of her old kitchen knives, and they were in rather poor shape, old as Methuselah, and a lot of them were old handmade knives that I've got a bunch of them inside already, using them in the kitchen. This one is about to go in the kitchen, but you didn't think I was going to get all the way through this and not have a show and tell, did you? Y'all know me better than that. Anyway, you got to keep on keeping on. You got to keep on doing new things, like me restoring an old knife, right? And something that we're a little bit more familiar with, restoring old axes. And putty knives. But anyway, you got to learn some new tricks along the way, and that's what keeps it interesting. You got to get some new tools and keep some old ones. Sharpen up some old ones. And just keep on. And trust that God has something in store for you. I know Jesus loves you. And if I could give you a hug, I would. But anyway, hope y'all have a very happy new year here. Enjoy. If y'all have a little time off, enjoy it. I've had a little time off. I've shot the pellet guns a little bit and worked in the shed more than what I have gotten to in the last several months, and even helped my daughter in the shed here, getting her started with the love of woodcraft. But anyway, hey, I just hope y'all have a good one. Keep your heads up. And don't be going out there too bug-eyed. But anyway, remember Jesus loves you. And I got one more thing to show you. And if the Grim Reaper comes with his scythe, it ain't this one. But he's going to come whether you're ready or not. So if you don't know my Jesus, I hope you do soon. Anyway, have a good one, and talk to y'all later.